What's up? What's poppin'? How y'all feeling today? So today we're gonna talk about my physique a little bit. I want to tell y'all that don't know like my history with my physique, what I've done in the past, and let's get this cracking. So for those of y'all that don't know, I was born in 1980. I started weights. You know, weights were a gift to me when I was like I think 10ish, right? And that's when I started working out. Push-ups, sit-ups in the house. I played football all the way from Pee-wee, what was that? So Pee-wee, it's been so long. I've been JV, and then as a freshman, I started varsity, all that stuff. So I played football. So I trained very hard when I was in high school. I would skip classes. I would stay after school to lift. So I was training hard, man, eating very well. And then when I went to the military, I was security. So I was training hard again and eating well, right? Eating at maintenance and above to put on muscle. And let me tell you guys something. I'm gonna tell you what I've learned from bulking, all right? So, through all those years, I was in the 200s. When I was a freshman in high school, I was 160 pounds, okay? My sophomore year, I went up to 185. My junior year playing linebacker, I went up to like 225. And I think in the season, I played at like 215, 210, something like that. And I kind of stayed there, okay? So when I kind of got into the bodybuilding thing later on in life, around 34, I still was training hard, and then I got into the cutting and bulking, right? And so what I found out was this. After all that cutting and bulking that I did, guys, I have bulked up purposely to 245. I've got down to like stage condition, which was 155 was my lightest. So 155 was my lightest, and my heaviest was 265. That was when I wasn't training, but when I purposely put on mass, I got to 245, and I was still training too. It was like a mega bulk, something, you know, crazy that I did. You know, the crazy stuff that we do that are crazy about getting big. And then I realized something. So do you know how much I weigh right now? Right here? Right now, I'm in the 160s again. Where I was when I was in high school as a freshman. So basically what I kind of want to say is, as a natural, when you do all this bulking, right, I think it's a total waste of time. I did it, I've done it, I've made the mistake. But the reason why it's a waste of time is that, well, for me, basically because I built all my muscle when I was like, probably before I got to the military. I had already been lifting and doing push-ups and in the gym for like, gee whiz, at least 5 years straight. So the weights from 9th grade to 12th grade, strictly weights. And then before that, I was kind of like, I had weights at home too. So I had a bench at home. I was benching, doing push-ups. So I've been lifting out. So I already got like the years, like I'd already built all of my muscle. So for me, bulking it just didn't do anything. Like I said, I'm in the 160s now. So kind of, I was looking at it the wrong way, going from magazines and TV and bodybuilders and all these guys that use steroids, and it just changes the factor so much. I mean, if you're on roids, you can be like 100 pounds heavier, easy, 50 to 100 pounds heavy. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even a comparison really. So as a natural, what it really is the aspect is you get bigger at that weight, okay? So you know, but your muscle potential was always up for discussion. But if you've been training hard for like 2 to 5 years as a natural, you can just work on that physique you have and tailor it the way you want it to look, because you're not going to get any bigger than that. You might be adding like grams, you know, yearly, like I'm going to be doing. So you guys watch me. I'm not going to be getting like, you know, crazy big. I don't want to anyway. I would have to get fatter. All right. So key points. Bulking is not for naturals. Okay. It makes you fat. It makes your cardio suck. You can't do anything physically better by getting fatter. You gotta buy more clothes. You gotta buy more food. You get stronger, yeah. And then when you gotta lose the weight, all that stuff just goes back to normal. And then you might get bigger and it'll be at that same body weight that you started at. That is the truth about being a natural and actually getting bigger. You're just not gonna get that big. So one day we'll just bring out the chart and I'll show you like different charts on how big a natural bodybuilder can actually be on stage. And then that way you can kind of like, okay, I can probably get this big and that big and that big and that big, right? If you're 5'9", I think it's like you get on stage at like 152 to 156. I'm 5'10". For me to be on stage like 160, something like that, 160 to 164, it's not big, guys. All right, so keep pushing, keep lifting, keep doing that body weight stuff, keep doing cardio, keep walking, keep tracking those steps, tracking that food. Watch out for the fast food and restaurants. All right, y'all, I'm out of here.